The city's quiet, the lights are low. Another midnight, another road. I tell myself I'm doing fine, but somehow you still cross my mind. Your shadow lingers in my room, like a perfume I can't remove. I close my eyes to get some sleep, but every dream brings you to me. And I don't know why, after all this time, you're still the voice I hear tonight. You're my midnight memory, showing up when I don't need you. Every lonely melody sounds a little bit like you. I can run, I can hide, I can swear that I've moved on, but when the world falls asleep, you're the one I'm thinking of. You're my midnight memory. I found a picture on my phone, a life that doesn't feel my own. Two young hearts that thought somehow forever would be here right now. I laugh with friends, I play the part, but silence always tells the truth. The hardest thing about goodbye is learning how to live without you. And I don't know why, after all this time, you're still the reason for these sleepless nights. You're my midnight memory, showing up when I don't need you. Every lonely melody sounds a little bit like you. I can run, I can hide, I can swear that I've moved on, but when the world falls asleep, you're the one I'm thinking of. You're my midnight memory. You're my midnight memory. Maybe someday your name won't hurt. Maybe someday I'll let it go. Maybe someday these empty streets won't remind me of what I lost. But tonight you're still the story that my heart refuses to forget. You're my midnight memory, the echo that keeps calling me. Every star above this town feels like it's watching over me. I can run, I can hide, but some feelings never leave. When the world falls asleep, you're the one I always see. You're my midnight memory, my midnight memory. The night moves on, but you stay with me, like a midnight memory. Backseat of yesterday, I took the long way home tonight, just to clear my crowded mind. But every street I turned around led me back to where we were. Your favorite song came on the radio, and suddenly I wasn't driving alone. For a moment I could almost see your reflection smiling back at me. The years keep moving down the road, but some memories never let go. I'm sitting in the backseat of yesterday, watching old moments drift away like headlights fading in the rain. But they keep calling out my name. yesterday. There's a coffee shop on 8th Street now, where we used to talk for hours. Somehow the world moved on without a trace, but I still see your familiar face. Funny how a simple place or sound can pull your heart years backwards somehow, like a movie that never really ends, playing scenes again and again. I've learned to live without you here, but I still visit those old years. I'm sitting in the backseat of yesterday, watching old moments drift away like headlights fading in the rain, but they keep calling out my name. I know I can't go back again, can't change the story or the end, but every time I close my eyes, I'm riding through those nights again, in the backseat of yesterday. Maybe some roads aren't meant to last, maybe some loves belong to the past, but that doesn't mean they disappear. They become the songs we carry for years. And even though you've gone away, a part of me still knows the way. I'm sitting in the backseat of yesterday, where your laughter still remains like stars that shine long after dark. You left your light inside my heart. I know tomorrow's waiting for me, and that's exactly where I'll be. But tonight I'll stay a little while with the memories that made me smile, in the backseat of yesterday. The road keeps going, the night moves on, but somewhere behind me, you're still singing along. Backseat of yesterday. Backseat of yesterday. Backseat of yesterday. Backseat of yesterday. Heard your name again. Heard your name again. I was doing fine, or so I thought, living life without looking back. The days were getting easier, the nights didn't hurt like that. Then somebody said your name today, in the crowded room across the way, and suddenly the world stood still, like time remembered what I couldn't kill. It's funny how one little sound can turn your whole heart upside down. I heard your name again, and everything came rushing in. The late night drives, the summer rain, the way you used to say my name. I thought I had moved on by now, but somehow memories found a way to bring me back to where we've been. The moment I heard your name again, I smiled and tried to play it cool, like it didn't mean a thing at all. But deep inside, 1,000 feelings were climbing up those old walls. The truth is I don't miss you every day, not like I used to anyway. But every now and then life finds a way to remind me what I gave away. Some scars don't hurt hearts don't forget that much. I heard your name again, and everything came rushing in. The late night drives, the summer rain, the way you used to say my name. I thought I had moved on by now, but somehow memories found a way to bring me back to where we've been. The moment I heard your name again. Maybe healing isn't forgetting, maybe it's learning how to live with it. Maybe some people leave your life but never leave your heart, and maybe that's okay. I heard your name again, but this time something felt different. The memories came and then they went, like waves returning to the sea. I still remember who we were and all the love we used to give, but now those moments feel like stars, beautiful, distant, and far away, still shining when I hear your name again. The room got quiet, the moment passed, but for a second you were right here again. The moment I heard your name again. When the stars remember us, we used to lie beneath the midnight sky, counting constellations with our hands intertwined. You said the stars would always know our names, even if someday everything changed. Back then, forever felt so close, like something we could actually hold. But time has a way of proving hearts wrong and teaching us how to carry on. Still, every time I look above, I wonder if the stars remember us. When the stars remember us, do they still shine the way they did? Do they keep the secrets that we left behind, hidden in the night we kissed? And if they see you where you are, do they tell you I'm still wishing from afar? That some loves fade from sight, but never from the heart. When the stars remember us, the years are painted silver on the moon, and life is taking me to places far from you. But every now and then I stop and stare at the same sky we used to share. Maybe you're looking up tonight, maybe you're standing under the same light. Two strangers separated by time, still connected by the stars above. Some stories and some feelings don't. That's what the night keeps telling me. When the stars remember us, do they still shine the way they did? Do they keep the secrets that we left behind, hidden in the night we kissed? And if they see you where you are, do they tell you I'm still wishing from afar? That some loves fade from sight, but never from the heart. When the stars remember us, maybe we're just a memory now, a chapter closed, a distant sound. But somewhere beyond the city lights, our story is still written in the sky. And even if we never meet again, I hope the universe remembers. we could make it through the night. And if one day our paths align beneath those old familiar lights, I'll smile knowing what we had was beautiful enough to last in the hearts of the stars. Tonight I'll make a wish the same way I used to do, and somewhere in the endless sky, maybe the stars remember us too. When the stars remember us too. When the stars remember us. Stayed in my songs. I cleaned out every corner of this room, packed away the photographs of me and you, changed the places that I used to go, tried my best to let the past go. I stopped driving down our favorite street, stopped replaying every memory. But no matter how far I run, you're still hiding in the words I hum. I thought time would help me move along, but somehow you're still here when I write a song. You stayed in my songs after you were gone. Every melody keeps bringing you back home. In the lines I never planned, in the words I understand, you're the reason every heartbreak sounds so strong. I let go of everything, but one thing still belongs. You stayed in my songs. Now and then I hear your favorite tune playing softly in a crowded room, and then suddenly I'm 17 again, believing we'd never reach the end. People say that love will fade away, but yours still finds me on my darkest days, like a shadow dancing in the light. You appear when I start to write. I try to leave our story in the past, but every chorus keeps pulling me back. You stayed in my songs after you were gone. Every melody keeps bringing you back home. In the lines I never planned, in the words I understand, you're the reason every heartbreak sounds so strong. I let go of everything, but one thing still belongs. You stayed in my song. Maybe that's where love goes when it dies, not to heaven, not goodbye. Maybe it becomes a part of every rhyme, a memory frozen in time. And even if I find somebody new, there'll always be a little piece of you. You stayed in my songs long after the hurt moved on. Every verse still carries traces of your name. Though the seasons changed their course and the years kept moving on, you're the reason these old strings still sing. I let go of Found a dusty box beneath my bed tonight, filled with little pieces of another life. Summer smiles and blurry city lights, frozen moments captured in black and white. There you were, standing next to me, laughing like the world was ours to keep. Funny how a photograph can hold everything that time has slowly stole. The colors faded from the frame, but somehow I still feel the same. Like faded Polaroids are still hanging on my walls, even when the picture starts to disappear. Every crease and every mark still brings me back to where we are, and memories that never left my heart. The years may take the colors away, but they can't take your place. You're my faded Polaroid. I remember that old denim jacket, the way you'd steal mine when you got cold. All the little things I thought I'd forget are the things I remember the most. Now strangers pass me in the street, and none of them look quite like you. Maybe that's the hardest part of love, finding out nobody else will do. The edges wear and time moves on, but some feelings stay where they belong. Like faded Polaroids are still hanging on my walls, even when the picture starts to disappear. Every crease and every mark still brings me back to where we are, and memories that never left my heart. The years may take the colors away, but they can't take your place. You're my faded Polaroid. Maybe one day I'll pack these memories away. Maybe one day your name won't ruin my day, but tonight I trace your smile with my hands and remember everything we planned. Some photos fade, some hearts don't. Like faded Polaroids, you're still shining through it all, even after all the years have passed me by. Every crack and every stain still whisper softly through the pain, reminding me of who we used to be. The world keeps changing every day, but some memories remain. You're my faded Polaroid, my faded Polaroid. The colors may be gone, the picture may grow old, but you'll always be the story that these faded Polaroids still hold. You're my faded Polaroids. I almost called you. It was 2 a.m., the room was dark, just me and the silence in my heart. I saw your name buried in my phone, a memory I should have left alone. My finger hovered over the screen, caught somewhere between now and what used to be. 1,000 words were on my mind, but I know some things are better left behind. One little call, one little sound could bring all the walls crashing down. I almost called you. your smile. Almost told you I've been trying to pretend I'm doing fine. I almost let my heart forget every reason that we ended. But before I crossed that line, I put my phone down and cried. I almost called you tonight. I wonder if you'd answer it all, or if you stopped thinking about us. Maybe you found someone new who makes you happier than I could do. And maybe that's the hardest truth, knowing life kept moving without you, while I'm still learning how to be someone you no longer need. One little call could change everything, or remind me why we couldn't be. I almost called you tonight, almost said I miss your smile, almost told you I've been trying to pretend I'm doing fine. I almost let my heart forget every reason that we ended. But before I crossed that line, I put my phone down and cried. I almost called you doesn't make it easy. I almost called you tonight, almost asked if you remember all the dreams we used to chase before they slipped away forever. I almost gave my heart a chance to reopen what was over, but before I made that mistake, I let the silence stay and watched another midnight fade. Your name is still there, right where I left it, but tonight it stayed unanswered. I almost called you the last thing I kept. I found your name inside an old notebook page, written in the corner where the colors start to fade. Funny how the smallest things survive the longest time, while the promises we made disappeared without goodbye. I still know the way you laughed when you were half asleep, how you always said forever wasn't something we should keep. Now forever is a word that only lives inside my head, like a movie that keeps playing when I should move on instead. I try to leave it in the past, but memories don't leave that fast. You're the last thing I kept when everything was gone. The echo in my heart still keeps holding on. I packed away the pictures, I deleted every text, but somehow every road I take still leads me back again. And I hate how I miss you when I know I should forget. You're the last thing I kept, the last thing I kept. Every city's got a corner that reminds me of your face. Every sunset paints a shadow that I cannot quite erase. People say that time can heal the damage love can do, but time just taught me how to live with missing you. I wear a smile, I play the part, I kept. Maybe one day I'll hear your name and feel nothing at all. Maybe one day this love won't hurt. Maybe someday I'll let it fall. But tonight you're still the reason every memory won't rest. You're the last thing I kept. You're the last thing I kept when everything was gone. The story that my heart still sings when I'm alone. I packed away the pictures, I deleted every text, but somehow every piece of me remembers what was left. And I hate how I miss you, but I love what we once had. You're the last thing I kept, the best and worst I ever had. The last thing I kept was you. The last thing I kept was you. Summer we lost, we were 17 with nowhere to be, just chasing sunsets by the sea. Windows down, your hand in mine, swearing we'd outrun the hands of time. Every night felt like a movie scene, golden skies and faded jeans. Back when forever sounded true, back when forever looked like you. We thought the stars would stay the same, but seasons change and so did we. Oh, the summer we lost still lives inside my heart, like a photograph that's torn apart. I can still hear your laughter in the wind, and every June it starts again. The memories come rushing in. No matter where I go or what I do, I still miss the summer we lost. Now the beach looks smaller than before, and your name isn't mine anymore. But every wave that hits the shore brings back everything we were. I remember dancing in the rain, making promises we'd never break. Funny how the things we meant the most are sometimes the first things to go. We thought we'd never say goodbye, but life had different plans in mind. Oh, the summer we lost still lives inside my heart, like a photograph that's torn apart. I can still hear your laughter in the wind, and every June it starts again. The memories come rushing in. No matter where I go or what I do, I still miss the summer we lost. Maybe we were only meant to be a beautiful chapter in a story. Maybe some loves aren't made to last, they're made to become the past. But I'd relive every moment, even knowing how it ends. So the summer we lost still shines through the dark, like the last light fading from the stars, I can still see your shadow in the sun. And though the years keep moving on, a part of me is still holding on. No matter who I become or where I go, I'll remember the summer we lost. The waves still know your name, and every sunset feels the same. I'll always remember the summer we lost. Letters I never sent. I found an old notebook on my shelf tonight, filled with words I wrote but never let you read. Every page was another version of goodbye, another chance to say what I really mean. There were apologies between the lines, questions that still keep me awake sometimes, and all the things I was too scared to say, still waiting in black ink today. I thought I buried them with the past, but some feelings were made to last. These are the letters I never sent, the words I carried instead. Every I miss you, every regret, still living inside my head. I wrote 1,000 different endings, trying to fix what came undone, but no envelope could change the truth. You're still the one these letters run to. One page says I was angry then, another says I'd do it all again. Some are stained with tears and time, some are crossed out line by line. I wonder if you'd understand the person I became without your hand, or if we just be strangers now, passing by without a sound. The years moved on, but here they stay, locked inside these pages. These are the letters I never sent, the words I carried instead. Every I miss you, every regret, still living inside my head. I wrote 1,000 different endings, trying to fix what came undone, but no envelope could change the truth. You're still the one these letters run to. Maybe some messages aren't meant to arrive, maybe their purpose is simply to survive, to hold the pieces of a heart once broken and keep alive the words unspoken. These are the letters I never sent, the echoes of what we meant, the dreams we had, the roads we missed, the moments sealed with a final kiss. And though you'll never read these lines, they help me leave the past behind, because sometimes healing starts with writing, even when nobody's listening. So I'll close the notebook one last time and place it back upon the shelf, not because I stopped loving you, but because I finally learned how to let you go. The letters I never sent. The letters I never sent. dancing with your ghost. The room is quiet, but you're everywhere, in the empty spaces, in the midnight air. I hear your laughter in the hallway still, like a memory refusing to stand still. I tell myself that you've moved on, that the story's over, that you're gone. But every shadow in the pale moonlight looks a little like you tonight. I've tried to close the door on yesterday, but your memory always finds a way. I'm dancing with your ghost again, spinning through the moments that we left behind, holding on to someone who isn't mine. And every step pulls me deeper in to the places where we've always been. I know you're gone, but my heart won't let go. So here I am alone tonight, dancing with your ghost. Your favorite record starts to play, and suddenly I'm carried away, back to the nights we'd stay awake, dreaming about the lives we'd make. Now the music fills an empty room, and all I have are echoes of you. 1,000 memories in every note, keeping your shadow close. The song keeps turning around and round, and somehow you're still here somehow. I'm dancing with your ghost again, spinning through the moments that we left behind, holding on to someone who isn't mine. And every step pulls me deeper in to the places where we've always been. I know you're gone, but my heart won't let go. So here I am alone tonight, dancing with your ghost. Maybe love never truly leaves. Maybe it lingers in the things we keep, in old songs, old streets, old photographs, in every piece of the past. And though I know you're not coming back, a part of me still follows your tracks. I'm dancing with your ghost again, one last time beneath the pale moonlight, letting all the memories come alive. And when the music finally ends, I'll carry what we were within, like a quiet flame that still glows. Even when I'm moving on, a piece of you will always stay. Dancing with your ghost, dancing with your ghost. The room is quiet now, the record slowly fades, but somewhere in my heart we're still dancing, dancing with your ghost. Dancing with your ghost. Paper hearts and promises. We were writing dreams on scraps of paper, making plans we'd laugh about later. You drew a little heart beside my name and said nothing would ever change. We were young enough to believe love was all we'd ever need. Every promise felt like gold, back when forever wasn't so old. But words can fade like ink in the rain, and some vows don't survive the pain. We were paper hearts and promises, holding on to what we couldn't keep, building castles out of wishes, falling faster than we could see. You said we'd never break apart, but life had other plans for us. Now all that's left of who we were is paper hearts and promises. I found your letter in a drawer tonight, folded neatly, black ink still bright. The words were simple, sweet, and true. At least they were when I had you. I read every line again, trying to find out where it went wrong. But the answers never came, only memories stayed alone. Sometimes love is strong enough to start, but not enough to save two hearts. We were paper hearts and promises, holding on to what we couldn't keep, building castles out of wishes, falling faster than we could see. You said we'd never break apart, but life had other plans for us. Now all that's left of who we were is paper hearts and promises. Maybe we expected too much from forever. Maybe we thought young love could last forever. Maybe some stories are meant to end even when neither heart is ready. We were paper hearts and promises, fragile as the autumn leaves, trying to stop the changing seasons, trying to hold what couldn't be. You may be gone, but every scar still reminds me who we were. A beautiful mistake I can't forget, a love I wouldn't trade for less. The paper's old now, the ink begins to fade, but somewhere in those written words our hearts still remain. Paper hearts and promises. Paper hearts. Still writing about you. I told myself this would be the last song, the last time I turn a story into words. I swore I'd finally let you go, leave your ghost behind every verse. But here I am at 2 a.m. again, with your memories sitting next to me. And every line I try to write becomes another page of you and me. I thought the chapters had all closed, but your name still finds its way into my notes. I'm still writing about you, even when I don't mean to. Every melody somehow knows your name. I can change the city, change the scene, change the ending in my dreams, but the story always stays the same. No matter what I try to do, I'm still writing about about you. I met new faces, learned new roads, found reasons to smile on my own. But every time my heart gets quiet, I hear echoes of what we were. People tell me that you're gone, that I should stop holding on, but they don't see the empty space you left behind in every song. Maybe moving on is harder than it seems when someone's woven into all your memories. I'm still writing about you, even when I don't mean to. Every melody somehow knows your name. I can change the city, change the scene, change the ending in my dreams, but the story always stays the same. No matter what I try to do, I'm still writing about you. Maybe one day I'll pick up this guitar and sing about someone else. Maybe one day your shadow won't appear every time I need help from my heart. But tonight, you're still the reason these words keep falling from my hands. I'm still writing about you, though the years keep passing through. Every page still carries pieces of your light. And if these songs outlive me someday, they'll tell the truth I couldn't say, that losing you is harder than goodbye. No matter where this life takes me, a part of you remains with me. I'm still writing about you. Another midnight, another unfinished song, and somehow you're still here, still writing about you. Still writing about you. Coffee cups and goodbye. We met at our little corner cafe, the one where we'd spend our Saturdays. Two coffees sitting side by side, but something felt different in your eyes. You kept staring out the window pane like you were already miles away, and every word we tried to say felt heavier than yesterday. The steam was rising from our cups while our love was running out. It was coffee cups and goodbye, two hearts trying not to cry, one last conversation before the end. You reached across the table slow, like there was something left to hold. But some stories aren't meant to bend. Now every cafe in this town reminds me of that rainy afternoon. Coffee cups and goodbye. I still remember what you wore, and how the rain tapped on the door, the way your voice began to shake when you said we needed space. I wanted to stop the hands of time, to freeze that moment before goodbye, but life kept moving anyway and carried you away. The coffee They turn cold in our hands while we watched forever end. It was coffee cups and goodbye, two hearts trying not to cry. One last conversation before the end. You reached across the table slow, like there was something left to hold. But some stories aren't meant to bend. Now every cafe in this town reminds me of that rainy afternoon. Coffee cups and goodbye. Funny how the smallest things remain. A coffee stain, a familiar place, a favorite seat beside the glass, holding memories that never passed. Maybe love doesn't disappear. Maybe it stays in moments like these. It was coffee cups and goodbye, a simple moment changing lives, a final page we never wanted to read. The rain kept falling from the sky as we said our last goodnight and watched our forever leave. Now every cafe in this town still whispers your name somehow. Coffee cups and goodbye. The chairs are different now, the menu has changed, but every time I walk inside I see us sitting there again. Just two coffee cups and goodbye. Coffee cups and goodbye. The house on Maple Street. There's a house on Maple Street with white porch steps and faded dreams. The paint is peeling from the walls, but I still remember it all. The wind chimes sing the same old tune. They used to dance for me and you, back when life felt soft and sweet, in that house on Maple Street. Time keeps moving, the seasons change, but some places never leave your heart. The house on Maple Street still holds a piece of me. Every room is filled with echoes of who we used to be. I can leave this town behind, but I can't leave those memories. They're still waiting by the doorway of the house on Maple Street. The garden's grown a little wild, the swing still hangs there by itself. I wonder if it remembers us, laughing like we had all the time in the world. There was magic in the ordinary, late night talks and Sunday mornings. Nothing felt impossible back then, when our story hadn't reached its end. Some hearts move on, some hearts stay. Mine still wanders there some days. The house on Maple Street still holds a piece of me. Every room is filled with echoes of who that's okay. Some stories are meant to stay. The house on Maple Street still lives inside of me, like a photograph that never fades, no matter how old it gets. And if I ever lose my way, I know exactly where I'll be, in the place where love first found me. The house on Maple Street. The lights are off, the years have passed, but in my mind, that front door still opens to the house on Maple Street.